Along with Joe from Yankee Mania is Nick, Chef Nick from Yankee Mania. Welcome for the first time on YouTube Live with us, Nick. How are you
Second.
doing this weekend? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Second time.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You're good.
So tell us what's going on, Nick, in the world of Cheffer.
Well, very busy, extremely busy. So, it's never a dull moment in the culinary world. So it's always something to do. It's always eventful. It's always pretty much it's never a boring moment. You're pretty much always just rocking and rolling, whether with events, whether just whether it's just doing something in the kitchen, outside the kitchen. It's not only just cooking. Also, it's all a lot of paperwork, a lot of like stuff that's in between. And just you got to read between the lines with a lot of stuff. So a lot of paying attention to detail and stuff like that. So, but yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, so far it's all seasonal. I mean, it's like we have the holiday season, we have the spring season, we have the summer season. Just never stops. It always keeps going. So, how you doing, Joe? How are you?
All right, hanging in there. Things are a little bit wild now that we got baseball back here
Mhm.
on Yankee Mania.
Yeah.
And I want to welcome everybody so far that's on the stream. Thank you for being here. We were on this morning and we had a few new people that subbed us and actually was asking for Chef Nick. So hopefully you are back coming to see us and we really appreciate it. And everybody, again, please subscribe to Yankee Mania as we have so much coming up with the Yankees and wrap up shows and interviews and you name it. We'll have it all play by plays live for you. And actually, this afternoon, no, tonight, first off, we're going to have our pregame show at 4 p.m. And on that pregame show, we're going to have myself, Chef Nick, Nitin, possibly Ken from the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, and just to name you a few people. And we appreciate everybody coming on and talking the everything Yankees. And right now, of course, we got to be excited. Two shutouts in a row. The Yankees have looked fantastic. There's maybe one or two things we can point out, but why go negative when you can't do anything better than two shutouts from your pitching staff, who I said from day one was going to be terrific this year.
Yeah. Mhm.
Between the defense and the pitching, there's no reason why the Yankees can't go all the way to that World Series with that pitching, and only going to get better with Garrett Cole coming back and Rodon coming back, and the bullpen keeps going, and these little things that happen. The Yankees are doing a little bit of situational hitting that we love. And I know, Chef, and again, it's not a knock or anything, but you were critical during the winter time, and
Yeah.
and I
Mhm.
said to I said to you, I hope you're going to be eating you're going to be eating that, and you're going to say, hey, Joe, you were right about bringing back this 94 win team. So what do you think about that so far? I know it's only two games.
That's what I was gonna say. It's only two. I just want to welcome Jacob Petrucci, my friend, my good friend Jacob is on the stream right now. What up, fam? Nice air conditioner, Nick. I know. Thank you for looking and paying attention to the details. No, no, thanks, Jacob.
Well,
Always good
now
to
that
see
you
you.
like that, please subscribe.
Yeah. um, yeah, no, I'm look, I'm still gonna stick to my word. I'm even for me too. I said it's gonna be a 92 win season with the Yankees. I still think that the Blue Jays are gonna win the division. I'll eat my words when the season's over. If it happens, not. So yeah, 2 games in. Yankees looking good. I'll save all that for the pregame show, but because I have a lot to say, obviously. But yeah, it's just yeah, it's just what it is. It's like even with the Yankees, just 2 wins so far. It's people are always going to pick out the negatives, and that's fine. I'm not even going to stress over it. It's like yeah, Yankees had a great game yesterday, great game by Camp, but they'll they'll pick something out. They'll pick like a negative out just because it's always it can never be impressed or it can never be happy. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So yeah, so far so good. Again, I don't want to spoil anything for the pregame, so I'll just a little scratch the surface a little bit here. So
Well,
But good to
yeah,
see everyone. We
and
have
that
Nifton Cruise Control in the house, baby. What's up? Good to see you guys.
and that's a good prelude to our pregame show on NY Yankee Mania at 4 p.m.,
4 p.m.
where we're going to dissect the team so far, and also really looking forward to not only the game tonight that we're going to do live on NY Yankee Mania, and some of it on
Yeah.
YouTube Live right here. I
Hmm.
will be doing the play-by-play right here for us with Nick as commentating and Johnny Salami. And it's going to be a very very good epic show. But tomorrow the Yankees are off, but that doesn't mean that we're off, people. Now we usually have a weekend. We have a weekend wrap up show. Well, this week it's going to be called a weekend MLB wrap up show with the Yankees and more. So look for that 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, that's going to be epic. We can't do it without you guys, and what you're doing is tremendous. Keep subscribing to NY Yankee Mania. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I see some new faces here, so please keep going. We have 55 people in here so far. Thank you so much. So out of the 55, we have 4 likes. We need a few more likes. Come on, guys, and of course subscribe. So again, we really appreciate it, and thank you. Last night, Nick, we did quite a bit on our world sports mania entertainment channel, where
Hmm.
Jason did college basketball March Madness, and then they went into the Nets Laker game. Tell the fans. I know that you were watching and you were on the bottom of it. What did you make out of that situation last night on the
Well,
stream?
I was pretty much working straight for like 20 hours yesterday, so I was back and forth trying to show love as much as I can. But I think for the most part, when I was on, or even tried to be on too during halftime, it was my computer was lagging as well too, my phone and computer. But Jason did an outstanding job. He did a great job. Even with just for it's really difficult to call a play by play, even with basketball too. It's just you got to pay attention to all the players' names, the opposing team and the away team and home team, but also just running down the court left and right. It's just you have to be really like a person like announcing an auction, like you know what I mean. You have to be like speed. I would say your speech has to be like really fast, to where it's like you got to pay attention to each player, each play. So Jason absolutely did a good job with that. He always does, and of course too with the when Evan and Jason did the play by play as well last week, they did an outstanding job as well. So especially with that being on Mania World Mania Entertainment too, it's slowly growing. So I think it's that's our entertainment channel. Of course, it takes time. It'd
Mhm.
be easier and more convenient if pretty much you can have transfer all like the subs and pretty much everyone that's joined on Yankee Mania over to there. But you can't, so you have to start from scratch. So we're trying to grow that as well too. So guys, yeah, of course we're going to be coming with more entertainment shows right now, with cooking as well too. So stick around for that. That's going to be coming up as well too. We're trying to do a sort of like a live type of thing where I cook and stuff like that. So we're trying to set that up. Where it's in the works. Amongst other like cooking recipe shows too, we're trying to get Caterina Michio back on, among other guests as well too. So that's going to be on Mania, World Mania Entertainment. So it's very good to take a little break from baseball, even though we've taken a big break during the winter, during the off season. So I think we're full fledged on with baseball and talking about baseball. But good to maybe take a few hours or a day off. Even when the Yankees are off too. So, but
Well,
yeah,
there,
that's
there's
our.
also right, but there's also a very big show coming up next Friday night that I know, Nick, that you want to maybe
Yes.
elaborate
Mhm.
on. I think it's very important, so please go right at it while we have 64 people in here. Let's go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, next Friday, it's going to be a different type of show. It's going to be more on the serious note. a serious note type of show. It's going to be a mental health show in regards to, and it's going to be on NY Yankee Mania and World Sports Mania Entertainment Show, simulcasted.
I don't think so because the
Okay,
Yankees have a game.
they do.
I believe World Sports Mania Entertainment will be the lead channel to the show at this point.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So yeah, just it's going to be a very, very unique and important show. We're going to have myself, Johnny Salami, and Victor Valante from the Victor's Third Floor podcast is going to be on there amongst other guests as well, talking about mental health, and everything in that world, and just elaborating, picking each other's brains. So it's going to be like a nice roundtable panel with that on World Sports Mania Entertainment. So that's going to be Friday at 7 o'clock, right?
7 p.m. And
7 p.m.
Nitin from Nitin Sports Rush is providing some very, very good, cool guests, which we will be talking about very soon, maybe even on our pregame show.
Yeah,
Also tomorrow, Nitin will be talking a lot about it on our wrap-up show. It's something to take very serious, everyone. And listen, I want, and I stressed this yesterday. If you don't take it serious, please do not come on the stream. I mean, I love each and every one of you, but if you're gonna, please don't play games. This isn't something to play a game with.
yeah,
This is very, very important, especially to sports people in the sports world. You're going to be hearing stories that are very, very true in people's lives, and it's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to joke about, and I'm pleading with any trolls or anybody out there, please take it somewhere else. This is very important, and I can tell you right now, we will have very, very important people listening to this show. So I'm just letting you know now. Don't do it, because if you want to keep everything that you have, as far as your media things and stuff like that, I'm telling you, people, and it's not a threat. All I'm saying is don't ruin it for people that really need a show like this and have asked us to do it.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna waste another minute warning you. We're all big boys and big girls here. So please, if you're serious about life, you come to the program, and we will treat you like your brother or sister, mother, father would. That's all I ask. Go ahead, Nick. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I think that might be that mental health show might be perfect for the trolls because they have multiple personalities and multiple accounts. So yeah, why not? No, but yeah, it's gonna be a unique unique show. A very good show too. And you know what it is? It's good to pick each other's brain. Just and also hear other stories and hear other ways to benefit. Just your own life and everything in that respect as well. So yeah, I mean, it's the first time we're going to have that, and I think even with Nathan bringing on these guests as well too, it's more the merrier in regards to with that too. They're very specialized in that field, so I think it's going to be a great show, and it's definitely stick around for that. Definitely tune in, guys. Yep.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you. Please press the like button, everyone. Keep liking, and subscribe to Yankee Mania, NY Yankee Mania. Subscribe. I see a lot of our rah people, cruise control here. John the Beagle Dad.
What's up,
How
John?
is everybody doing? You all got to be happy about the New York Yankees right now. And we're going to save a lot of the gibberish and everything for the Yankee pregame. So you guys
Yeah.
will come up,
Yep.
have your questions ready. The link is already out. So if you want to ask a question, if you don't think you'll be on, but you want to ask a question and watch it later, by all means, do that. But right now, the most important is subscribe, and press that like button. We really appreciate it, everyone. We really, really do. And Nick, like I said, you know, the stuff that we do here, we're trying to build something amazing from scratch, actually,
Yeah.
that we did start in May. And then I started meeting a few of you as we were going along. And those were great days for me. And this is something special, something that we don't take lightly. And I like to. I mean, I know you're a very, very, very busy man,
Yeah.
with an incredible business, things going on, with what you're doing. But people ask me, how do you find time to come on the show, give your opinion, sometimes stay on for 2 hours after you just worked a 20-25 hour day? And
Yeah.
I understand it because I was doing that too, but
Yeah.
I'm a little older than you, but I like to
Sure.
know, like, how do you do it, and how does it go through your mind, and why is mania important to you?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it is extremely difficult. It really is. I'm not going to say it's really easy. It's really difficult because a lot of the times where it's like when, especially with us too, when work consumes our schedule. Whether it's 8 hours to 12 to 15, whatever shift you have, that's what they call it, your second home. It's pretty much you're there more than you're at home, which is sad, but that's the harsh reality of it. But yeah, I mean, even doing 16 hours, I mean, if it's a 20-hour day, I just it's nearly impossible to do anything. You need sleep, and and if you don't sleep, you get burnt out, and then you will get really sick from a burnout, and you don't want that. I've gotten a lot of times, and I'm trying to avoid that. But I try to get at least 4 to 5 hours of sleep because I just and people are like, oh, you got to get 8 hours of sleep. I can't. Where am I going to pick that out of my ass to get 8 hours of sleep? But because you know what, it's like I just feel like 24 hours isn't enough for the day. I would love it to be a 36-hour day, but it can't change that. You can't do anything with that.
Right.
So I have to stick with 24 hours. So it's going to the gym, working, coming on Mania, doing other stuff too, like side business, like my hustle, good hustle, a very professional hustle. Don't get me wrong. Starting another thing up. So it's just a lot on my plate. Getting into like real estate. There's a lot of things that I'm doing, and it's sometimes all depending on your work day. If you have if it's a slow day and I do have like 4 hours to my time, and I know I'm going to be on NY Yankee Mania, I definitely want to work around that. Where it's like, okay, I know I'm going to be on the NY Yankee Mania at 7 o'clock. Right now, I'm home. I just got home at 5 o'clock. I have 2 hours. I can do 30 minutes of this. I could do 30 minutes of that, and then maybe add another 20 minutes. It's just a lot of the times where we have a lot to do when we get home, we sort of give that up because we overwhelm each. And I'm going to bring this up again Friday too, next Friday. But I just want to a lot with overwhelming. When you have a lot on your mind, where it's like I want to get everything done in one day. We're not supermen, we're human beings, I'm trying to learn this as well too. It's like sometimes when we don't get to the things that we have to do, we feel like failures. We feel like we didn't get anything done today. Um, but a lot of the things too, it's like what I've learned is I break things up spread throughout the week, depending what time I get home. If I get home like at 11 o'clock, then I'm going to sleep. But if I get home, let's just say at 7 o'clock, and it's like, let's just say, okay, I got to get laundry done. I'll do the laundry on a Monday. Then I have to, get some errands done. I spread it out throughout the week so I don't overload my schedule. So I get to the things I want to get. They call it like structuring your schedule. They call it categorizing your schedule. So there's nothing wrong with, let's just say, doing, if you have the time, of course, is doing, let's just say, two things after work, like Monday through Friday, and then having Saturday, like, let's just say, to do leisure stuff, fun leisure stuff, having you time. I call it me time. There's a lot of things that you can do to free up your schedule. So even with like stuff that I'm trying to get done, like with like side businesses and stuff like that, it's going to take a lot of time because I can't do 3 hours of it like after work. I can't do, and it's unrealistic for me to do 5 hours of it on my day off. If you tend to do like 3 to 5 hours, let's just say on a course or like on something that you want to learn, you're going to hate it. You're going to get tired and you're going to hate it. You got to stick to, like, let's just say if you want to do real estate, a real estate course, and let's just say I've been reading it for an hour. I want to take a break, and then I want to do like maybe 30 minutes, another chapter, 30 minutes, later on. That's fine too. You got to take breaks with that. If you love to do something and you want to do something, that's great. Um, but you sort of have to do like a bite-sized piece of it. Like I look when I come home, I don't want to cook. I can't stand cooking. I love to cook; it's my passion. But when I come home, I'm done. I don't want to see any cookbook. I don't want to see any cooking shows. But I sort of gravitate towards that. So it's just even with, yeah, sure, that being my job, that being my thing, I still need a break from it. You still need a break from what you love and what you love to do. And again, it's that's the thing. You need a break from everything. I always need a break from people. I have a social limit. I have a social limit when I'm working. I'm dealing with a million personalities. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going out. I'm not seeing my friends. I'm going home and I need me time. I need to decompress. Vacations. I mean, this is where it is to vacate your problems here. But then you're leaving your problems here, and then you're going somewhere, and then you're coming back to your problems. So vacations are nice. It's just it's also whenever you have you time or me time, look at that as your own vacation, your own mini vacation, because we all need a break from everything, from work,
Hmm.
from your hobbies, your wants, from people, your family. It doesn't matter. I mean, things that you love, you need a break from it, because it's sometimes like, if it's good to be alone sometimes, because you need to decompress. You need to find yourself in that silence. You know what I mean? It's a recharge, and it's very important. I'm going to say a lot about this next Friday, but uh, especially just working constantly. It's just it gets, it's a toll. It's like no one wants to work to live, or live to work. Like I want to, and I'm just trying my best to just get the ground running with a lot of things I want to do, so I can pretty much have that freedom to make the choices. Like I don't have to wake up at this time. I can do this whenever I want to. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but also just the climate that we're in now in regards to New York and stuff like that. It's not helping. Sort of slows it down, but I'm just keeping rocking and rolling with it, man. And also, why am I here on NY Yankee Mania? First of all, I love everyone in the community. You guys are my rock stars. You guys are my chefs, baby. That's right. This is why I'm here. It's because of you. Of course, the team. I love the team. We have a great team. We have each other's back. But the community too. It's you guys. You're always supportive. You're friendly. It's just we may disagree sometimes, but it's not personal. I mean, granted, there are other people that take things personally, and I don't want to. And I honestly sometimes I don't care about feelings. If I hurt someone's feelings over a comment, well, just put your big boy pants on and just get on with it. But even just in general with what's the community, you guys are always there, and you always come back, and you always have a good time. We're always, and I always love to be interactive with the chat. I always want to be interactive with everybody, because you guys are important. You have a lot to say that is good, and a lot of people, a lot of channels don't acknowledge that. They don't acknowledge the good points that you guys make. No one acknowledges any conversation or anything that you want to say, and I don't like that. So one of the things that when I first came on was I always wanted to acknowledge a chat, and I still do. I always do, because yeah, you guys are always on your A game too, with whether it's the Yankees or just life points too. So I want to thank you guys, just for being here, and just for pretty much rocking and rolling, man. Because without you, that's it. We wouldn't be here. So
Now, Chef, one quick thing, with the Easter upon us, how about, if you don't mind, maybe one or two new recipes? We do have some women on the stream right now. They asked for a couple things this morning, so can you give
okay.
us something new for the table for Easter, Passover, whatever they're celebrating? While we have a little time, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, you you can be creative. You can mix things together in regards to Easter Easter, Passover, but you can't really you can't throw things in that people can't have. You have to be respectful towards that. So, for instance, I don't know if nosebleeds here, nosebleed section, but I gave nosebleed section, who is a member, a very awesome member of NY Yankee Mania. I gave him a few recipes in regards to for Passover and for for Lent too, and for Easter. So, for instance, like I gave him a toasted garlic tomato lentil soup. It's again, it doesn't sound, oh wow, that's not creative, yeah, but again, certain things people can have and certain things people can't have. Like, again, when I did the St. Patrick's Day recipes and when I did the Valentine's Day recipes, yes, because it's not going against like religion. You know what I mean? It's everything's open. So let's just say with a lentil soup, you could do like a roasted tomato, roasted garlic lentil soup. Um, I also there's a this I know we talked about they call it the pasta, the sawdust pasta. I think we called it's spaghetti with spaghetti EVO oreganata. So spaghetti with the extra virgin olive oil, a little oreganata. You could do like a little toasted or roasted shallots with that as well. Again, I would throw in like some white wine, but I know people they can't have liquor during Passover, so that's why I have to pretty much omit some things. But yeah, there's a lot that you can do in terms of let's just say a meatless gemista. So this is something Greek. Gemista is ground beef and rice stuffed tomatoes and peppers. So a lot of people they can't have meat during Passover. So then you could stick with a vegetable rice pilaf, stuffed peppers. You could do like a little carrot, celery, squash, zucchini, little eggplant, little portobello mushroom. You can do that with then stuff it stuff with the rice with like a pilaf. You could stuff it with inside the pepper, inside the tomatoes. You could do that. Yeah, I mean, even with a lot of uh, people too can have eggs. So I would say like let's just say a chicken avgolemono soup. That's a Greek chicken soup with egg, but you can omit the egg and you could have again, if you don't want to, if you can't have meat, you can pretty much substitute that with extra vegetables and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's there's a lot that's why I always ask. I tell people too, if there's if like even with Passover, even with Easter, you could always contact me if you have my information or like through other means. But contact Joe as well, and I'll be more than happy to to definitely give you some guidelines with that. So yeah, it's just it's again it's very tricky. But sticking with like vegetables, no meat, no liquor, like no wine, no butter. So it's certain things that you can combine that that's very simple. But in terms of soup, also let's just say there's something called fasolada or fasolia. That's they call it the gigantes. These are like the butter beans. So you could have like white beans, butter beans, string beans. You could have that with I was going to say white wine again. You could have that with string beans, like a little braised stew. So there's a lot you can do. And if I had them, I had some written down, but yeah, but it there's again it's very tricky. There's some things you can't cross, some boundaries you can't cross with that. So
Yeah, and Nick, I was thinking, I know we really haven't discussed this, so we're saying this in public, but
yeah,
um, I was thinking right here on YouTube Live when we do a segment.
yeah,
What would be really terrific once a week. How about a live a recipe or two recipes per week right
yeah.
here on NY Mania YouTube Live that you can do for us every week. When you can, and if it could be done on, let's say, every Saturday or a Sunday, and come up with and you have a nice little segment there. I think it would build something cool between you and the and our fans.
Let's do it. I'm ready to rock. Let's do it. Yeah, I love it.
Well, you heard that, fans. That right in front of them, I asked them if we could do a little segment per week on eating and food and all of that good stuff, and he has agreed. So fans, get ready and ask your questions on it. It won't be 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys want a half hour? You guys want an hour? You let us know. You go to joeyankees28 at gmail.com, joeyankees28 at gmail.com. Also, if you sub with us, and you tell us, "Hey, I'm doing it for the recipes." I really appreciate. We do appreciate that, and we will take everything that you do to heart. And again, it's subscribe, subscribe, subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. We have over 100 people in here. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate it. We've got 12 likes, not too bad, but it would be nice to get a few more. But we are getting a little closer to our New
Yeah.
York Yankee pregame show. So and we could take this up again there, but we'll have a segment here at least once a week, probably
Hmm.
on the weekend, because I think it's easier for Chef Nick. Around this time, maybe a little bit later, as more people are home, and he'll give you some really good recipes. And if you have questions about the recipe, like, well, hey, I have the gout, and can I have this, or can you replace a recipe with this? I'd really appreciate it. So, really, I think it's a great idea. And
Yeah.
Nick, some final thoughts before we head out to Yankee pregame show.
Well, yeah, let's go, guys. So everyone, please subscribe. Please tune in to NY Yankee Mania at 4 o'clock with Joe, myself, Nathan, and Johnny Salami doing the pregame. We'll be discussing all Yankees, everything, and recap what has been going on for the past 2 days, and also too play by play 7:15, baby. That's right. It's going to be myself, Joe, and Johnny Salami doing the Yankee play by play at 7:15. So we have a two good shows tonight. So let's rock and roll. Jump over and let's have a good time.
Right. And the first few innings will be live right here, not only on StreamYard, but right here on NY Yankee Mania Live YouTube. So stay tuned, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees. And we'll see you in 25 minutes live on NY Yankee Mania. Thanks so much,
Also,
everyone. Nick, thanks so
one
much
thing,
for your time. And yeah,
one thing,
go
Joe.
ahead.
You forgot to say, God bless you if you sneezed.
Oh, God bless you if you sneeze. God bless you if you move. Don't sneeze
There you
too
go.
hard because you can hurt your back or something. So be
That's right.
careful. See, I'm a doctor too. There you go. But
Lovely.
Nick, thank you so much
Yeah,
for some time and effort. We really appreciate it.
absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Well, God bless you all, everyone. We will see you now in 24 minutes on NY Yankee Mania on YouTube. Stay tuned, everyone. We love each and every one of you. Have a great day. Go get your little lunch and come to our show. Take care.